We're at the historic Triangle Bowl in Longview for the title matches of today's JBT event. Mix It Up, one of our favorite formats. Top scratch and top handicap bowler were paired up after qualifying to form doubles teams and so on down the line. And we're down to the top two teams remaining. 14-year-old Ashton Yamasaki throws a tank down there that comes up high in this shot, and his teammates spared in the first already. So he'll have a tough spare to contend with there in the second. His teammate is Ryan Smerud, who you saw win his first career title back at Paradise last month, and they're getting 3 pins of handicap in this match. No! Oh! I dare him to try and make it that way again. I have no idea how we possibly got all 4 pins to hit each other there, but they're down. That's all that matters, and it's a spare in the second. An interesting lane condition today. Started very hard the first couple games. They really opened up in the middle of the tournament. The scores got pretty high. It looks like they've gotten, either the pattern's gotten challenging again, or this particular pair has been challenging. You've really got to make good shots. There's not a lot of tug room to the left, and there's a big old out of bounds to the right. Ryan has been doing little but making good shots since all of a sudden it clicked for him at Paradise. See what he does here in the third. Well, right on cue. Right on cue, couldn't throw it any better and gets 10 in the fifth. They're bowling Baker, which is essentially alternating frame when there's 2 of them. So Smerud's going to do all the odd numbered frames for his team. And this guy, Paul Rosales, is going to do all the odd numbered frames for him and his partner, Hunter Bauer, the top seeds, way up at +6, 11 today. Fires that ball down there. I'd say he's like a younger Ashton in terms of the way that he bowls, but he's not that much younger than Ashton, believe it or not. Paul 12 and Ashton only 14. A lot of younger talent on display here. And that's a much more conventional way of making the spare. I'm glad he didn't try the Yamasaki method at the 3, 6, 9, 10. That would have been crazy. I guess Ryan is probably the elder statesman here. How old is Ryan?
17.
Ryan is the oldest person bowling this finals. For all you people who say, oh, you got 21-year-olds that bowl this tour. Well, here is Exhibit A. 17 is the oldest out of all 4 players. 16-year-old Hunter Bauer. Speaking of throwing a tank, gets that ball to hold pocket just long enough. They're all tied up on the scoreboard, but again, Ashton and Ryan get those 3 pins. Points races are really good tour-wide this year, no exception in the Northwest. McConaughey coming in with a 170-point lead. That's easily make-upable. Ashton not up there in points because he doesn't bowl that often with us, and look out. Tries the other Ashton method to strike, hit the 3 pin and get a strike, but ends up leaving the old solid 1. McConaughey made the top 5 today. Jacob made cut. Ryan Nicholas bowled uncharacteristically poorly today, and Hunter's going to take advantage of that and maybe pass Ryan and get into third. Ziegler in 5th missed the cut. Brian Deluisa in 6th made it, and Tyler Bowe in 7th just lost the last match with his partner Isaac Malkoff to finish in 3rd today. Still got tomorrow and the day before the invite and the triple points invitational, so a lot still to come. Ryan started at main event and got a real baptism of fire. That's a super hard tournament against a national level field, and kind of said, whoa, at the end of that. But he has obviously been working hard ever since and making baby steps toward it. And boy, did it all come together well for him in Tacoma last month. See how easy it is for the ball to go high on this pattern. Brian with a lower rev rate. Got the hand just to the side of the ball instead under the ball. It checked early. The result is being pretty much okay with only leaving a 6-10 there. Tyler McNeil back from school partnered up with Lauren Ziegler to win round 1 of the step ladder over Wong and Cosmo Castellano. Then Tyler and Isaac beat Tommy and Lauren in round 2. Cross lane with the ball that doesn't hook at all. Nicely done at the 6-10. Both teams clean without a double. Paul, the points leader in the handicap division, in a much closer race than Scratch even is. Paul's got a 67-point lead on Alejandro Moser Hernandez. who didn't bowl well today, but sure made a lot of noise when he won the bowling ball. Don't know what that was all about. Ah, pretty shot from Paul, and there is the first double of the match. Tell you what, he doesn't show up, he doesn't say much. He shows up about 30 seconds before we start, but he lets his bowling ball do the talking. Hunter does the weirdest thing here. He puts his thumb in the ball. Go figure. Him and Ryan the thumb in, and Ashton and Paul the thumb out. But no love that time. Despite that shot, Hunter sure loves triangle. He shot a 270 earlier today, a 260 earlier today, and 2 weeks ago shot 300 here at States. So sometimes you just match up really well to a center no matter what the pattern gets laid out. He's capable of making this. You don't want to throw away too much count. You already lost 3 pins on the double. He's just gonna, well, barely get the 2 here. Right move, it's not that likely that you're gonna make it, and you'd hate to end up losing the match by 2 pins because you went forward in the 6th frame. Ashton's already winner today no matter what. He beat Hunter for the U17 title, while Brooklyn Gaudroche fired 242 to win the girls scratch today over Shannon Bliquet. A real nice game. And a real nice shot from Yamasaki. Impressive strike ball. Hope we see more of this kid. I think he knows what he's doing. Important for Ryan to keep that hand under the ball as opposed to the side, around the side of it, which happened to him in the last frame. Reduce your change of direction and get that ball to get through the tricky middle portion of the lane. Still think he got around the side of that a little bit, but he got it out further on the lane a little better, and the ball came roaring back right into the 1-3, double for his team. And they regained the lead with that double. Gonzalez high. If we still had the old school, videotape camera, I would really enjoy it when Paul made the show, because he just is a lightning bolt up there, bowls and zoom. It's not a problem anymore. I don't really care how long they take. Up just as fast on the spare, and nicely done. Boy, 3-9 and 3-6-9-10 are 2 difficult spares, and he made them both so far. I know he wanted the strike, but that's a nice job. Both teams have elected to have the scratch division bowler do the even frames, which of course means they'll do the 10th. Let's see what adjustments Hunter makes here after that split in the 6th. He's good in the 4th and high again in the 2nd. Look out! And for the 3rd time in 4 shots, high. Even the strike was just a little bit high in the pocket. If the lane's changed, he's making bad shots. That's what he's got to decide in his own head right now, because his team will beat him in the 10th. Hopefully his team will have a chance in the 10th. That's what he wants right now. Hard and straight at the 6-10. The ball will not hook, and that's good form. Good spare, but they trail by 14. And tack on another 3 after that. Which makes this a gigantic shot for Yamasaki. Absolutely crushed. Boy, when he's needed it, he's throwing his best shots. It's just dead perfect the whole way. Now, Paul, I know you're fast, but that's too fast. Paul's ready to go. Paul's just filling frames. Or just zing, let him go. Brian says, not so fast. Let me make your position a little more miserable first before you bowl, please.
Caught that, did you?
Yeah. Working on 3 in a row, this would virtually ice it right here. look out. Something was off in the footwork. You saw that he hit the line funny. Well, the bad news is 6 on a triple. The second bad news is a split. The good news is this is a very makeable split, and it's a perfectly fine position to go for it. Because when you go for it, you often get to 3 anyway, even if you don't make it. Just get that ball anywhere to the right of the 3-pin. Basically a fancy 310 here. See how he goes about it. Big shot. That's close. Look at this. Look at this! A tremendous split conversion from Smerod in the 9th.
Way to go, bud.
What a boost for he and his team. There goes Paul. We've unleashed Paul. Here he goes. Uh-oh. And he switched balls there, and that ball doesn't hook much at all. And you see how much oil there is to the right of the track. And yikes, now they spare strikeout for 194. Ryan's team at a 210 pace. It's awfully good for them, and this is an awfully difficult task to ask him to spare this up. But this is close. Yes, sir! All right! We start every tournament by saying make your spares. That was 2 excellent ones from the handicap bowlers right there, but it may be too little too late for him. Hunter's got to get all 3 and then politely hope for disaster from Yamasaki in his depth. Boy, you just cannot get that ball to stop. Looked like more speed, but it just squirted to the right, and as soon as it hits that track at about 35 feet, it's just turning left. Tough to lead a tournament for a large portion of the day and have it taken away from you, but the guys who have done so have earned it, shooting 234 the previous game, and they're well over 200 in the title match here. So it's going to be 2 in a row for Smerod. And it'll be a second career title. And still, even on the fill ball, can't get that ball to hold off. Only one open and a disappointing 181 for Bauer and Rosales, who were fantastic all day long. Not to be in the title game. The consistency of Ryan and the tank of a strike ball of Ashton have prevailed today. Let's see how we go about making this. I assume he's just going to hit the 10 pin and they're all going to fall down. Any other old way works for him. Why the heck not? And great spare shooting, clean game. Fall! Fall! No, it didn't happen. It doesn't remotely matter. 198. Yamasaki and Smerod to win it all in Longview. Oh, there goes my tripod. We'll do it all over again and celebrate the mamas tomorrow. And one mama says, "Aw."
And the other mama says.
It's a long. The other mama says.